Hey guys, and welcome back to Left on Red. It's your girl Sierra. I am so sorry an episode was not released last week. Um, let's just say it's been a lot, but I've been posting, okay? So that's why you gotta follow me on Instagram. It is mainly where I post and on TikTok, of course, but follow the page Left on Red _ on Instagram. Um, we have a lot to get into today. There were some polls I put up over the week that were controversial. Also, some merch is coming. I did a story on the merch to get your opinions. And now we have like a second round because you guys gave me some feedback on what you thought about the first round. So I used that feedback to get some mock-ups for the second round. And then we're going to see which one wins. So really fun stuff coming along for the pod. Um, really excited about that. But today's episode is called The Summer I Didn't Turn Pretty. And I don't know if you guys have heard of the book or the Amazon series. It's called The Summer I Turned Pretty. And essentially it's this teenager, young girl, she's having like it's like the perfect summer in a way. And there's like a little love triangle between the guy she's seeing and his brother. Okay. It's a good romantic drama. So if you haven't seen the series, check it out on Amazon. If you haven't read the book and you want to read the book, read the book. But I named this episode The Summer I Didn't Turn Pretty because that's kind of how I feel. Yes, I would love to have a love triangle, not with somebody's brother. I don't I don't know. It's a bit that's even a bit much for me. And you guys know my love life and life in general is crazy, and that even is a bit much for me. But um no, I want to have like a honest and real conversation today because I don't feel super pretty this summer. I feel like a lot of lessons have been learned this summer, and I'm a bit exhausted. I won't lie. I'm a bit exhausted. And so I feel like this is the summer I didn't turn pretty. I didn't have this like glow up. I didn't, I'm not in a summer romance like I thought I would be. It's quite opposite. Um, and I think a few of us feel this way, whether it's in our relationship or our personal life, or just like personally, like how we're feeling. It's like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I just want to like jump out of my skin some days. Like there's this clip that circles around and it's from Kourtney Kardashian on one of the episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I don't watch, but there's this clip that circles around and in the clip she's like talking about how she's feeling and she's going through this like personal life journey and she's like, I just want to crawl out of my skin because I'm so uncomfortable or I just don't like where I'm at. And that's how I feel. So let's get in to why I don't feel pretty. And I want to know, do you guys feel the same way? How are you guys feeling this summer? And how are your summers going? I love when you guys DM me. I love getting to chat with you guys. Sometimes I get to watch your stories. And I feel like in the beginning of the summer, we set these goals to have like this healing summer and make it about ourselves. And so many of you are doing that. So let me know how your summer is going. But just getting right in, I set goals this summer like I always do. And a few episodes back, I talked about, is it going to be a healing girl summer or is it going to be a hot girl summer? And then we had an episode called 2022 check-in. What's our goals? What's happening? And the main goals I had up there were career. And even though there was a minor detour in career, I feel like I'm hitting these career goals down pat. And I will let you guys know a little bit more in season 2, okay, which is happening soon. So even though the podcast will be like on a break, I'm gonna be releasing a lot of like bonus episodes But season two will come in the fall, which is when I'm praying things will be in place. I just don't want to say anything right now because Mercury is about to go retrograde. And if you don't know what that means, that's when all the shit in the stars, it's fucking up things. So season two is gonna happen, is gonna be launching after Mercury retrograde, but we have way more guests and stuff coming for the pod. But anyways, my career goals, I feel like I'm hitting them. And I'm like, this is fabulous. This is great. But personally, I feel like shit. I, I will not lie to you guys. And I think because I couldn't control, there was I felt like I had to have this need for control that I put a lot of time and energy and focus into just hitting the ground, running career wise with Left Unread. There was a minor detour with that, but we got back on track with the other projects I'm starting, with the multiple things that I'm doing. I just put all of my time, love, and energy into that. And personally, I don't think I've been feeding myself. Now I've been eating, but I'm not feeding myself with like a lot of joy, things that make me happy, taking care of myself. And I don't feel like I had this glow up that I thought I was gonna have. I don't I actually gained weight this summer, which was not on my list. My goal was to lose a certain amount of weight. I gained it. I feel like when I go out, I feel invisible. And it's not about validation, right? From like men or women, or it just, I don't, I feel invisible. I feel frumpy, if that's even a word. Like, I don't feel like I'm dressing for me. Like, it's really hot outside. I'm still wearing long sleeve shirts or a sweater over what I'm wearing. I am so self-conscious and it that I don't feel like myself. And the only way to describe this feeling is, when you're in middle school and you wear like an oversized jacket or maybe oversized jeans or a sweatshirt because you just don't know your style yet. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm in middle school because when I was in middle school, I was really skinny, but I was skinny. I wasn't as the weight that I am now, but I was so self-conscious. I think about my arms or something. I don't know what it was, but I remember every day. In middle school, I went to school in Florida, and every day I wore a black jacket. It was like a black jacket from Old Navy with silver stars all over it. And I would wear that jacket every day in the heat when it was a little cold. Florida doesn't get that cold, but I would wear it every day. And that was like my protection, my armor. And I feel like I have to wear like a long sleeve wherever I go now in the heat of New York because it's my armor. It's hiding these imperfections that I have. And I am trying to program myself out of this. And it's not easy, but I don't feel pretty. And even with that, I still am like, okay, I'm going to push forward. And I went to a family event over the weekend that I said, you know what? I'm not going to wear a jacket. It's just family. So I'm going to go to this event and it'll be fine. It was like it was a tank top. So it's like, I don't need to wear a long sleeve or a jacket or anything. I can wear this tank top and be fine. And the first thing a family member said to me when I saw them, I'm not even joking, guys. It's the first thing she said to me. Oh my God, you've gotten so big. You're just as big as beep. Insert family member, another family member's name. And me being me, because I don't take shit from nobody. I wasn't going to be rude back, but I just kind of made a little passive comment, and I walked away. But in that moment, I was wishing I had my armor. I wish I had a jacket with me. And probably the jacket made me look bigger or whatever, but I just wish I had this armor to protect me. My armor is this jacket for some reason, but or a long sleeve shirt, something. But that's and I couldn't even like I was so sad and disappointed in that family member that she would say that. And I think maybe a few months ago, I would have probably cried. But I think I've cried so much in 2023. I'm not even sure if I have tears left, honestly, guys. But I won't say in that moment. After, I just looked in the mirror and I was like, is this what people really think when they see me? Is this why I'm so invisible to the world? And we're coming up on our last few days of August, and I think about where I was 3 months ago. 3 months ago was May 22nd, and I did not have a job yet. I think I was about to start interviewing or something. It was like right before something came through. But I didn't have a job. Yeah, I think I was just interviewing at the time, but I didn't have any job. Like Left on Red was my job that did not pay, right? But it paid me in many other ways, but did not have a job. I was freshly dumped 2 weeks prior and went to a Mets baseball game with my ex. And just before that, I was in Grenada learning about my family dynamics and coming straight from Grenada, going to Atlanta, again, pitching the podcast. And it was just like a back to back to back life lessons. And now I have different streams of revenue coming in. I have new projects being started. And it's like, okay, my career is fulfilled. My love life isn't. But more importantly, I'm not fulfilled. And I don't think I need to keep, I need to obviously pour myself into my career, but I need to pour myself into me, which is probably doesn't make any sense, but I need to pour more love into me. And that looks different, right? It's okay, maybe I'm going to go work out. I'm going to wake up early and set time for this. I'm going to eat healthy and do this. And I'm not doing it for other people. Don't get me wrong. I love a good revenge. I'm a Scorpio. Okay. I'm a double Scorpio, rising and sun. But I truly need to do it for me and do my own internal glow up. Okay. Which is, because I think we all think of like a globe of like all the external things, like your hair, your nails, how big or small you are, the new clothes you get, like all the things that we can physically see. But I feel like when you do all those things, you still don't feel happy. And let me know what you guys think and how you guys feel. I truly, like, don't get me wrong, when I get my nails and my hair done, I feel great, right? When I get some new clothes and whatever, I feel great because it's something new, it's fresh. I especially when I like it. But then after, that hollow feeling doesn't go away. It doesn't. I feel like it stays the same. Like it's still there. Like, yeah, I have this short term, it's like it's that dopamine, right? It's like I have this short term happiness. Like, oh, I got my nails done, I got my hair done, I look good. So I feel good, but I go home and I'm still very sad. Nails, fresh blowout, okay, eye patches under your eyes and a face mask. It's not the internal work that we need to be doing. It's external things that give us that shoot up our dopamine levels in our brain and it makes us feel good. But it is not the internal work to fill that hollow hole that some of us feel, what that I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling right now. And this is the summer that I didn't turn pretty, externally and physically. It took everything inside of me to not wear my Lululemon jacket over my tennis dress, because this tennis dress I actually went to Old Navy and got it. If you don't know what I'm referring to, look on the Instagram page and the stories. It's a tennis dress, but I wore it to go golfing, but it had a little cutouts on the side. And I went to Old Navy to get an active dress that had like straps and everything. And the dress I got actually ended up being like stained and ribbed. And even with the discount, it just didn't really feel worth it to me to still get it. And that was the only one they had left at Old Navy that had the cutouts. But I truly had to push myself and say, you're going to wear this dress and you're not going to fucking wear a jacket when it's 90 degrees outside to go play golf. And it's these little things that I have to do to push myself. Like, all right, don't wear this jacket. I went out with my friends to dinner. I was like, don't wear your jeans jacket. Just wear the dress. Don't do this. Just wear that. And it's hard because I don't feel deserving of wearing it, which is really sad that I don't. And this is where I'm at the point of I have to truly do a reset internally. What makes me happy? What do I want and need to do to reach that point and how to feel better? Because I can do all the external things, and this goes for all of us right here. We can do all the external work, nails, hair, and if you're a guy, a haircut, sure, right? The girls, a blowout, new clothes, new shoes, all of that. Again, and go to the gym, right? Because that shows, these physical attributes. Go to the gym, lose weight or gain weight, build muscle, etc. But you can do all of that and still lay down at night and not like who you are. So the glow up has to come from within and then out. We have to get our confidence. We have to get our self-esteem together. We have to have it. And I say that for in anything and everything we do, whether it's a relationship, which is a friendship, it could be platonic or romantic, and how we move in our career and how we move with ourselves. When your confidence and self-esteem is to the fucking ground, people will walk all over you in all areas of life. And then you start to accept things that you don't need to be accepting, that you don't deserve. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. A lot of people ask me all the time, are you dating yet? How's it going? Obviously, because I have left unread the pod. We talk a lot about dating. Since my last relationship ended in May. So a lot of people ask me, like, are you dating? Are you out? Like, what are you doing? Where's the next guy? What's the next story? I genuinely, guys, I don't plan for the crazy things that happen in my love life to happen. It's always good to report. Like, when they happen, I'm like, all right, it's something for the podcast. But I think right now, I have to be 100% invested in myself. Now, that's not to say I won't go on a date or anything like that. I truly haven't had the time. But fall is here, it's approaching. I am so invested into getting myself to a state where I feel like this is the season I turn pretty. And not just physically, internally. I'm not going to stop dating because I don't believe, I do think, people like we can take breaks and stuff. I do agree with that 100%. Like, take a break, do your own thing, get back out there, because we all need breaks. Like, dating is tough in 2023. It's tough. I'm not necessarily like on this like break or I really or his break or is like this hiatus. If somebody comes along, if I want to go out with them, I will. But I'm putting a lot of time back into me, a lot of time. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. In the fall, we'll get some dates going, but for the rest of the summer, I'm putting a lot of time back into me. And that looks like journaling. I have a fantastic journal that I will link in the description of this video. I have two. One's called self-talk and then one's called emotions, and it's like a self-guided journal on how to handle your emotions and talk better to yourself. So I'm doing that right now because I can't afford a therapist yet. So that is my therapy. I am pushing myself to wear different outfits. I ordered a yoga mat, a Pilates ring, and a kettlebell from Amazon, and I have some home workouts that I'm gonna do. I just packed my little bento box lunch for tomorrow. I did cucumbers, grapes, some hummus, crackers, cheese, my little snack lunch. So these are the little things that I'm doing, right? And that's the external, that's to make me feel better, right? Working out, all my stuff I got on Amazon for my home workouts, eating better. And then the internal, the journaling, how I talk to myself, my mindset, because I can't afford a therapist yet. I've had some great therapists before, and I'm still thinking about all the great things they have told me. But I'm putting one foot in front of the other. And I would love at the end of the year if I did an episode and it's, called The Season I Turned Pretty. I would love to do that. That's the goal. That's the goal. And I want to hear from you guys about your season that you turned pretty, or if you are in a season where you don't feel pretty, again, internally, externally. And what are you guys doing, right? I am journaling. I'm getting my health together. I got some workout stuff, some workout sets. I got on Amazon. I also have some weights already here in my house. So I'll be doing a lot of different like Pilates and just some kettlebell workouts. So I'm excited about that. And I used to have a trainer. So I still have those workouts from before when I did have a trainer. So I feel optimistic. I feel really good after saying all that out loud on this episode. So I love the podcast. I feel great. But how are you guys coping at the end of this summer? What are you guys feeling? And let me know. Let me know. Are you guys in that phase of you feel like you didn't turn pretty, or if you did? And know that we are all in this together, because it's rough out here, but we're going to get through it. And every day we're going to put one foot in front of the other. So that's all I have for today's episodes, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Leave a review for the podcast. Please, please, please. It helps more than you, like, honestly, guys, it helps way more than you know. Please leave a review, share with a friend, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.